My name is Kannon Moore, and I'm a bankruptcy attorney and the owner of Kannon Moore Law, where we help Texans get out of debt by filing for bankruptcy. Today, I'm going to talk about the most common debts that people get rid of in a Chapter 7 bankruptcy. You may already know that Chapter 7 bankruptcy is a powerful tool for helping people get out of debt and getting a fresh start, but a lot of people have this idea that you lose everything when you file for bankruptcy. You lose your house, your car, your TV, your computer, your dog, your kid's iPad, everything. But for a variety of reasons that I'm not going to get into in this video, that's just not true. In fact, for a lot of people who file for Chapter 7 bankruptcy, the only thing that they lose is a lot of debt. And the type of debt that they're getting rid of is primarily what we call unsecured debt. Now, you may know what unsecured debt is, but if you don't, then what it means is it's debt that's not secured by property. Another way of saying the same thing is that unsecured debt isn't tied to any collateral. So if you fall behind on unsecured debt, whoever you owe the money to isn't going to be able to swoop in and take a specific piece of property from you. Instead, they're probably going to kick your account to a collections agency, which means you're going to be hearing from debt collectors, which means that you may get sued about the debt someday in the future, and that lawsuit could eventually lead to a judgment that may lead to some property loss. But if we can contrast that really quickly with, say, a mortgage or an auto loan, both of which are secured debts, we all know that if you fall behind on your house payment, you might lose your house in a foreclosure, or if you fall behind on your car payment, you might lose your car to a repossession. That's because those debts are secured by the collateral that is the property. Your house is the collateral on your mortgage, just like your car is the collateral on your auto loan. That's not the type of debt that Chapter 7 is intended to get rid of. Now, getting back to unsecured debt, the most common examples are going to be your credit card debt, debt from medical bills, personal loans, and payday loans. Chapter 7 bankruptcy is actually really good at getting rid of this type of debt. Listen to this. 74% of Chapter 7 bankruptcies involve credit card debt. 52% involve medical bills. 34% involve personal loans, and 27% involve past due utility bills, which I didn't even mention a moment ago. And debts and collections, civil judgments, payday loans, past due rent, and overdrawn bank accounts are all included in roughly somewhere between 5 to 20% of all Chapter 7 bankruptcies. I want to expand very briefly about something that I mentioned there at the end, and that's debt and collections. Chapter 7 doesn't have any special protection for debt collectors. So if you have debt that's already in collections and you're being contacted by debt collectors, you can get rid of that debt in a Chapter 7 and be done with the debt collectors. Now, there's one more type of unsecured debt that gets discharged pretty frequently in a Chapter 7 bankruptcy, and that's repossession deficiencies. A repossession deficiency is when your car gets repossessed and then you get hit with a bill afterward. This happens because after they repossess your car, they take it to auction and sell it. And when it inevitably gets sold for less than the amount that you owe on the loan, you're going to get a bill for the difference. This type of bill is an insult to the injury that is the repossession of your car, because if you didn't have money to make the monthly payments, you're not going to have the money to make the $3,000 or $5,000 or $10,000 deficiency bill that you just got hit with. If you have a repossession deficiency, or if you're expecting one, that's something that you can get rid of with a Chapter 7 bankruptcy. So if you're struggling with unsecured debt, you're just not seeing a way out of it, then Chapter 7 may be a good option for helping you get a fresh start. If you're in the Central Texas area, you can schedule a free consultation with my office by giving me a call between 8 a.m. and 8 p.m. Monday through Friday and 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. Saturdays and Sundays.